are back after our Christmas break.
Woo!
And I have a very special story to tell you all about my Christmas romance. Rita doesn't actually know the ending of this story, so this should be interesting. I have to take it back a little bit because this whole thing started when I moved to a new town where I didn't really know many people and, well, I was lonely.
Actually, this whole thing started is because you have a bizarre fetish for guys so gangly that they defy the laws of physics.
That's an exaggeration.
Face it, you only like tall, skinny guys that never smile.
Yeah, okay, I have liked some guys who fit that description, but Gavin was my height, and he wasn't a complete and utter misanthrope. Gavin was my last real relationship. That was about 5 years ago. And since then, I've had a string of unrequited crushes, one-night stands, and friends with benefits.
Oh, don't forget about Rob Glass.
I wouldn't even know how to categorise that. That was not a relationship, that was a fiasco.
Rob Glass fiasco.
Yeah. Anyway, so Rita and I and her boyfriend, who isn't in this vlog,
Because you hate him.
I don't hate him. We're very different and we just don't always get along.
And because you hate him.
Anyway, Rita and I and her boyfriend occasionally used to go to this karaoke bar downtown.
Oh yeah, we went that night and I noticed Dennis. Ooh! So I immediately thought that Emily would totally find this guy attractive. So what I did was point him out to her.
I had in fact already noticed him and in fact already thought, damn, that guy's attractive. I decided to start a conversation, so I dragged Rita over, we introduced ourselves, started talking.
Yeah, and within 5 minutes he had insulted my favourite author.
Stephen King.
And implied the fact that I am some kind of moron for liking him. He made fun of everyone that got up to dance and sing, and the DJ who was running the event, and basically everyone and everything in his line of vision.
What can I say? It's pathetic. But when guys seem like they're really hard to impress, I start trying really hard to impress them. Pretty soon, we were practically competing to see who could be the most sarcastic.
Okay, it was not a competition. He won by a lot.
Anyway, the point is, at the end of the night, Rita hated him, but I was practically swooning. I gave him my number. Just a casual, hey, we're heading out, so if you guys want to get together sometime to mock people, let me know. I should probably stop here and mention that I give out my phone number a lot.
Okay, she doesn't mean to sound as slutty as she does.
I kind of do. I mean, you can think I'm a slut if you want to, but I mean, I wouldn't sleep with just anyone, but if I find someone attractive and the feeling is mutual, and they seem like a mostly decent human being.
And they're not a Republican.
The point is, I am in favour of sex. Sex is fun. Whether it's making sweet, passionate love or sport fucking, I'm generally a fan. So I did not see Dennis as a potential boyfriend. I saw Dennis as a potential one-night stand. And an unlikely one at that, because although I've given out my phone number to a lot of people, very few have actually called. But Dennis did. We arranged to meet up. He gave me a ride home, and then when he left in the morning, I felt so happy. So weirdly elated.
Well, that's what happens when you like someone.
Yeah, well, I'm sure all the orgasms were a factor too. But yeah, I liked him.
I hated him, just, for the record.
I know, but I mean, what can I say? He's smart, he's funny.
The world is full of smart, funny guys. You can find one that's also nice to you.
No, it's not, and no, I can't. Contrary to popular opinion, there are not plenty of fish in the sea. And even if there are, none of them are interested in my bait. Which I guess is why, when I met up with him again and he started talking about how his last relationship had lasted 6 years and that he now wasn't interested in a real relationship and they actually thought dating was pretty stupid.
Okay, dating may be stupid, but what exactly is the alternative?
Polyamory? Polymory, he said? Something like that.
Monogamy just doesn't make sense?
Well, essentially true. Oh, come on. It is kind of ridiculous to imagine that there is one person out there for every other person and that one person can meet all of your needs and that anyone can really be satisfied with one person for the rest of time.
Okay, how much of this is him talking and how much of it is you?
There is a rational part of me that does agree with him, that thinks that sex is only as complicated as the people who are having it, And that relationships, they shouldn't be a quid pro quo transaction. And that if monogamy came naturally, why would so many married people have affairs? If we could all just evolve past jealousy, we'd all probably be a lot happier. He is right. Jealousy is irrational. But then more emotion isn't irrational.
Did you say that?
No. What I said was basically, yeah, okay. I mean, he wanted something casual, and I was a little bit disappointed, but I wasn't necessarily opposed to the idea.
A little disappointed? I mean, are you really going to minimise your feelings like that?
Okay, you are here as my friend, not my therapist.
Okay, I can be both.
It made me sad. I got my hopes up, which I shouldn't, and I got let down, which I really should have predicted.
Okay, why do you always insist on blaming yourself when other people hurt you?
Because I'm good at it. But seriously, I mean, how can I really blame him? He told me exactly what he wanted and exactly what he didn't. I mean, I could have said, Dennis, that's not enough for me. I want a real relationship or nothing. But I didn't.
Okay, I'm not saying he's completely dishonest. I'm just saying you could do a lot better.
Okay, but if I thought that I could do a lot better, then none of this would have happened. But I don't, and it did. We started hanging out every week for the next 8 months or so. We'd see each other, he'd see other women too. I could have hooked up with other guys, but I was free to do so. But for some reason, I just wasn't meeting anyone. So while he was building a harem, I was being faithful to him.
Hey, but you weren't looking for anyone else.
That's not true. I had a crush on that guy who runs the Fancy Bird place.
Yeah, but you didn't do anything.
We're going off topic! The point is, I told myself, I would just keep hanging out with him until someone better came along. The right person. I told myself not to get attached because this is just temporary. And not to get jealous because he is definitely not worth it. But I'd sit there every night while he was sleeping next to me and think, you're always rushing off. You have all these other friends, all these other things to do, and all these other women's beds to jump into. And I wish you had more room for me in your life. And I wish that you wished you had more room for me in your life. And I wish that you gave a damn.
You didn't say that to him, did you?
No, of course not, because if I did, I would never have seen him again. I was just biding my time.
You mean torturing yourself?
Okay, would you stop? I mean, you're not entirely wrong, but I need to get this out.
Okay.
Okay, so one day I mentioned that Christmas is a really hard time for me. And I hate going home and spending it with my stepmother and her extended family because it's just really awkward. And then he said the 13 words every girl longs to hear.
Oh. Will you spend Christmas with me? My mother won't mind. Whoa!
Whoa, indeed. Just like that. Just like that. Christmas. Meeting his mum. I mean, it's not completely insane to think that this was quite a big step, right?
Not completely insane, no.
Right, so just imagine my surprise when I knock on his apartment door and she answers the door.